Hello, this is the project and code explanation video of my fullest project, which is an e-commerce website built using Monistat. So let's see all the features that I have implemented in this project. So this is the home screen. Here we can see there's a categories section. Here I can click on any category and I can find all the products that are related to that category. I go to t-shirt section, I can find all the products that are related to that category. And if I scroll down, I can find the featured section. Here I will be able to see all the products that are marked featured. It's a slider. We can go through all the products like this. And on the top, I can search for any product I want. And I will get all the products that are related to the keyword I search for. You can see I haven't logged in yet. So still I can add the products to my cart. It will be added to the local cart. As I can see, these two products are available in the cart section. And now we can move to checkout, but you will have to log in before checking out. So I will simply log into my account. So I have logged into my account. So I have logged into my account and you can go to the cart section and we can see these two products that we added before logging in. The local cart that was present there got synced to our database cart and we can see these two products are added in our cart. Now we can proceed to checkout. We can click here and we can simply place the order. And on the top, we can see order is placed successfully. In the cart section, we can also increase the quantity of the products if we want. And we can also reduce the quantity of the products. And if it is zero, it becomes zero, it will be simply removed from the cart. And if we add some product that is already in our cart, it will simply increase the quantity of that product. It will not increase the product count. Here we can see it was earlier one, now it is two. So now we have the profile page here. We can click here to go to our profile page. So this is our profile page. We can click here and add any kind of photo here as our profile picture. And I can click here and change up my name as well. You cannot change your email. And in our my orders section, I can see all the orders that are made using this account. Here we can see the latest order that we made right now. So this is the account. This was the order that was made using this account. I can see all orders that I have made previously. So this is the my profile section. Now let's move to the admin dashboard. So I have provided two kinds of tools for the accounts. Either the account holder can be the admin or the customer. So this is account is of admin, so I can access all the features that admin can access. So here we can go to our dashboard section. This section won't be available for customers. So here in the admin dashboard, there's first section. Here we can create any product and we can add the name, description, price, and we can select the category and upload the image and simply click here to create the product. And in the product section, we can see all the products that are marked featured. We can unmark them or delete them as well. For example, if I unmark these two products and if I go here again in the featured section, I will no longer be able to find those products here. Now we have the order section. Here I can find all the orders that are placed here and I can also delete those orders. So these are the all the orders. This was the order that we just made using this same account. So we can simply delete order or we can see all the details about user ID, username and the total price and all the quantities here. So this sums up all the features that I have implemented in this project. So let's move to the code explanation part. So let's start with the code explanation part. I have two main folders, backend and frontend. So let's start with the backend. And here I have the main entry file named server.js. So let's first know about the models, or we can say the schemas that I'm using. So this is first comes the user model. In the user model, I have name, email, password, a profile picture with the default image, cart items, quantity. In cart items, I have quantity of the product as well as the product. And here I am using Mongoose relationship and the role of the account, or we can say the users. User can either be a customer or the admin. So this is the main schema of the user, and here I'm using decrypt to have the password so that it is protected. Then comes the product model. For the product, I am using name, description, price, image, category, and one Boolean session is featured. As I showed earlier, the admin can mark a product featured or not. So this will be handled using this. And then we can see this is the name of our collection, and I'm using it as a reference over here. So this is the same collection I'm providing reference to. And then comes the order model. In the order, first comes the user whose order is being placed. Then comes the products array in which there will be the data about product. And here I'm again using Mongo relationship and the quantity of that product and its price. And also the total amount of the order so that the admin can know the entire bill of the user. So these are the three models that I have used. Let's start with the routes. In the routes, we can see there are majorly four routes: authentication routes, product route, cart routes, and order routes. So let's go through the authentication routes. So in the route folder, we can see this is the name of the file auth.router.js. Here I have mainly sign up, login, logout profile, and update profile routes. And here we can see there is a middleware I'm using protect route so that only the authenticated users are able to access these routes. So let's start with the routes. I'm majorly using four routes: authentication routes, product routes, cart routes, and order routes. So let's start with authentication routes. In the authentication routes, I have controllers for sign up, login, logout, profile, and update profile. And here we can see the profile and update profile routes are protected using a middleware protect route. So let's see how this middleware works. So this is the middleware. Here I am using the JWT token. I am taking it out from cookies and decoding it to find the user ID. For the user ID, I'm trying to find the user, and if I am able to find the user, then I simply move to the next middleware, or we can say simply forward the user to the controller section. Else, I throw the error that the token expired or the session is invalid. So after the user gets authenticated, he can go through these sections. Let's go to the controllers of the authentication routes. So the controller section, I have the controllers. At the top, I have two functions to generate the JWT token and one function for setting up the cookie so that I can use that token for further verification of the user. I have for the sign up, I have simply used email, password, and name, and simply created the user using these three information. And for login, I have simply used email and password. In the logout, it's a simple logout function. I simply clear up the token and send the message logout successfully. And this is the get profile section where I'm trying to get all the data about the user except the password because we don't need it. And I have control for updating the profile as I have put earlier that the user can update the profile photo there. And if the profile photo is not available, our default image as I showed in the model section is available, it will be displayed. Or else if the profile picture user try to change the profile image, this will be implemented using Cloudinary. I'm using Cloudinary for uploading the images, and I simply use the URL provided by the Cloudinary to show it in the front end section. So this sums up all the controllers in the authentication section. Let's move to the next route. So let's start with the product route section. And in the product route, I have majorly these routes: get all products, create product, get featured products, and get products by category, toggle featured product, and delete product. And here we can see there's another middleware I'm using, admin route. So that allows only admin to access these routes. So in the middleware, this is the function I'm using. This checks if the request.user.role is equal to admin, then only it allows to proceed further. So these routes are protected only for admin access. So let's see how the controllers of this routes are implemented. So in the product controller section, we can see this is the function. First controller is get all products. Here I am fetching all the products so that I can display it on the website. Then I'm getting the get featured products. so that I can find all the products that are marked featured. Now we have create product controller. Here the admin can create product, and I'm using name, description, price, image, and category for that for creating the product. And again, I'm using Cloudinary to upload the image, and I'm using the URL provided by the Cloudinary. And then comes the delete product. The admin can also delete the product if he wants. And this is the get products by category so that I can display the products related to some category. This is the main home screen of mine project. So if some user clicks on some category section, he can find all the products related to those category. So I'm simply trying to find the products on the basis of category. Now comes the toggle featured controller. Here the admin can make mark the product featured or unmark it using this. So this sums up all the controllers that I have used for product section. Let's move to the next route. Now comes the cart route. Here I have four major routes: get cart products, add to cart, remove all from cart, and update quantities, and all are protected using the protect route middleware. So let's go through the controllers of the cart section. And first is the add to cart section. Here I'm taking product ID, and by default I am setting quantity to 1. And here I'm taking user from the request.user because as we saw earlier, the in the cart routes using the protect route section, we added the user object in the request body, so we can access it using this request.user. And I simply try to find the uh, product in the cart. If it is already available, I simply increase its quantity, and if it is not available, I push the product into the user's cart, and then we save the user and send the cart items as the response. Now comes the remove all from cart. Here I'm taking the product ID from the request dot body, and I try to find the all the I try to use the filters here so that I can able to remove that product from the user's cart. And then I again save the and send the cart items as the response. When it comes to update quantity, I simply take the product ID from request.parents and the quantity from request.body, and the user, as I have already used protect.middleware, which is already available as request.user. I am taking all that information and try to find the product. If it is already available, then and if its quantity is 0, then I simply remove that product from the user's cart. And if its quantity is not 0, I simply create its quantity to the quantity that was provided here. So now I simply send the card items as the response. Then comes the get card products. So this is the get card product controller. Here I have to find all the products whose ID is present in the request.user.cart items. Here using the Mongo's query, and here you can see I'm using the in operator to find all the IDs that are present inside this array so that I can get the details of all those from the products model. And after getting all the details of the products, I am again iterating over it and trying to find the ID of each product again in the user.cart items to get the quantity of that product, because our cart has to show both the product details as well as the quantity. So I need to combine the information from both the models and generate the station data, and then I'm sending this cart items as the response. So this sums up the cart controllers. Let's move to the next section. Now we have the order routes. I have four routes: get all orders, create order, and delete order, and get order by users. So all these right routes are having the middleware protect route and gift route. Delete order route is only accessed by the admin as it is using the admin.middleware tool. So let's go through the controllers that I have used here. So this is the order.controller part, and the first comes the get all orders. Here I'm simply using the populate function. As you can see here, I am using the reference of the product as well as the user. So here in the controller section, I'm populating first the user, so I get all the details about the user. And then I'm using populate products dot product. So I get all the details about the product. So in this way, I get in every order, I get the details about the user who ordered it and the details about the entire product that he ordered so that I can create the order section accordingly because I need both the details of product as well as the details of the user for generating the bill. So this sums up the get all orders. Now we have create order section. Here I am simply taking the ID from the request.user.id as it is the protect route and I have added the user object and request.user. I'm taking out the ID out of it and I'm taking products and total amount out of request.body and I have created a new order using users, products and total amount. So you can see we have created a new order and saved it in the order model that we created earlier. Now this is a delete order. We can simply use the ID to find that order and delete it. So this will be only accessed by the admin's data so that the customer cannot delete the order by himself. And this is the get order by user. Here I'm trying to find all the orders given by the particular user. I'm displaying all the users, all the orders of a particular user in the profile section. So this route is necessary for that. So this sums up the entire backend code that I have used for this project. Let's move to the front end section of my code. Let's go to the front end part of my code. I have used React for this project, and this is the entry file app.jsx. Here we can see few uh, use effect. Let's see what they do. So the first use effect about the check auth function. Here in this project, I'm using just stand for state management, and inside the use user store, I have created a check auth function which tries to access the profile of the user. And if the user is logged in, it will fetch the data and store it in the user here. And if not, then the user will be null. And so we will be able to access the user and we will be able to verify if the user is logged in or not. So the first thing that I run here is the checkout function. So let's see what this second use effect do. So let's see what the second use effect does. So we can see here if user is not available, so we can see that we are using this because checkout function has already run. So we know now if the user is logged in or not. So if the user is not logged in, we run the set local cart function. This is another function that I have made in the use cart store. Let's see what it does. So here it is the set local cart. So what it does, it takes the card from the local storage and sets the card with the local card that we have created in our local storage. Why are we doing this? Because this is my project and I have not logged in yet. And I can simply add the features in my card. And here, if I try to refresh it, then what will it do? It will take the uh, card from the local storage, the data from the local storage, and again set it to my card. So even after refreshing, I won't lose the data. So this is what it is doing. And if the user is logged in, so what we are doing here, we are using the sync card function. We need to sync the current local card to our database card. So what are we doing here? I'm simply using a loop here. Uh, so if the local cart is available, we can get it from here because we have already populated it using this. So now we have to sync it. So all the items from the local cart, I am trying to add it to our database cart the moment I log in. So this function runs and after that I clear the entire cart because I'm using the same variable. This is the same variable that I'm using. So I simply clear it and then again fetch the data from the database using the get cart items. So this is the function get cart items, and this way I have synced the local cart as well as the database cart, and now the cart has the both products that were earlier in the database as well as that we added earlier in the local storage. So this way we simply clear it and again populate it. So in this way we our cart gets synced. So let's go through the pages. So let's here I am using a simple load here. If it is checking auth, then it will simply show a simple loader. And again, here comes the entire route system of my front end. So here we can see that there are two pages, the sign up and login. And if the user is not available, then we are able to go to the sign up page and login page. And if the user is available, it will simply navigate us to the home screen. You can see here. And this is the secret dashboard, and we can only access it if the user is available and the role of the user is admin. Then only we are able to access this page. Else it will redirect us to the home screen. We have the categories section, and there are no restrictions for it. Anybody can access it without logging in. Or so now comes the cart page, even that is available without logging in. And then we have checkout and profile page. So if the user is available, only then we are able to see the checkout and profile page. So let's go through the pages that I've created. So let's go through the pages of my project. So the first comes to login page. It's a simple login form where we are using just email and set email and a simple input form to get the user input. And in the same manner, I have created the sign up page. Now comes the uh, home page. Home to the main page that we see when we first open the website. So on the first, we have the category section. Here I simply have created an array and mapped through it. And I'm using a component here, category item. And on that item, I have used a link tag that sends the user to the slash category slash the name of the category. And here I'm able to find the products related to those categories through the route. And uh, this sums up the homepage of my website. And in the homepage, I have also a featured product section. So let's see what it is. So it's a simple slider that I'm using here. I showed earlier. It's a simple slider that we are using to display all the featured product. Now let's see what's in product page. So here, when someone on the top of the navbar tries to search something, I simply filter the products using the keyword and display those filtered items using the product card component, so that user sees all that the product that is related to the search term he searched for. So this is the product space. Then let's move to the next page, and we have got finally the cart page. So in the cart space, so here, if the length of the cart is greater than 0, only then I show this. And if the length of the cart is less than, or we can say is equal to 0, cart is empty, then we simply display an empty cart UI that I just created here. So if the length of the cart is more than 0, it means some items are present. So we simply map over here, map over the items present in the cart and use a component named cart item to display those items. And I send the item data using prop here in the cart item component and display those products there. Now we can move to the nav bar. In the nav bar component, I have a few things. Uh, Here, if the user role is equal to admin, then I only show the dashboard button. If the user role is not admin, then I don't show the dashboard button. Simply, if the user is logged in, then I show the logout button, and if the user is not logged in, I simply show the login and sign up button. So these are the few logic I have used. And in case of cart, if there are no products available in the cart, then I have simply uh, made the cart hidden. And if the products are available in the cart, then only show the cart symbol. So this is how our navbar is working. So now comes our final admin dashboard. In admin dashboard, I have three components: create product form, product list, and orders. In the create product form, the admin can create any product. I have used a simple form here to create product. And in the product list, the admin can see all the products on market featured and or unmarket, or even can delete product from the database. And at last, we have got the orders page. Here, admin can see all the orders placed by the users. and admin can also delete those orders. So this finally sums up all the features that I have implemented in the front end. So